Good evening, race fans. Welcome to the All-American Racing Network, week number 9 here at Talladega. It's yours truly, Front Row Joe, up in the booth, accompanied by Emmett Crow. Emmett, how's it going, my friend?
Well, it's going good, Joe, and what better place to get back to business than Talladega Super Speedway, and I'm glad to be back. You know, we took the week off for Memorial Day, and what a crazy week that was. But it's good to be back here and ready for some great racing here at Talladega.
Yeah, absolutely. As we go ahead and take a look at our race info, we're here for 75 laps, no stages, 3 additional tire sets, 2 green-white checkers, 70% fuel, no fast repairs, as the pace car leads the guys on to the track, and we will get ready to go green here momentarily. We look at our starting grid. We've got Ryan Testa on the pole, Howard Peoples to his outside. We've got Lucas Bray in P3, Christian Barnes in P4. On row 2, row 3 is going to be John Shields and John Cook. Row number 4 is going to be Corey Powell and Zachary King. Row number 5, Daniel Dunaway and Joseph Conan. Row number 6 is Anthony Hatfield and Jason Thomas. Row number 7 is going to be Joseph Essenberg and Jared Essenberg. Row number 8 is going to be Mike Alley and Dave Allen. And shotgun on row number 9 is going to be Chucky Allen. Excuse me. It seems like Joseph and Jared Essenberg are always starting on the inside or outside of each other. It must be like a twin telepathy type thing going on, those guys.
Yeah, definitely. And I'll tell you, remember when we ran Daytona, Lucas Bray was quick. He would have won that race, Joe, if he didn't run out of fuel. Yep,
and we were talking a few weeks ago, we were talking to Chris Romano, how he won at Daytona. So him and Lucas Bray were tag teaming that pretty good. So we'll be definitely keeping an eye. It looks like Chris Romano is missing out on this, so it's going to be Lucas Bray by himself. So we'll see how he does by himself. But the pace car is off, and we are ready to go green here.
Green, green, green.
We are green here, Talladega Super Speedway. All-American Racing Network is going to be Ryan Testa. Lucas Bray on the outside is going to be Howard Peoples.
Yeah, Peoples now they're getting up through the gears as you see the draft starting to come into play. And Peoples trying to get a push from Cook as now we see, of course, Lucas Bray shoot to that number 2 spot.
Yeah, Lucas Bray with a really good push on Ryan Testa. It looks like the bottom line is starting to form. The second lane is kind of fading out just a little bit, so these guys are going to have to play their cards right and get the line that's got the most momentum.
Well, and then we saw right there, Joe, they left Howard Peoples out to dry. They hung him out to dry, and look at that. He got into the sucker hole, and he's going all the way to the back.
Yeah, that'll happen. Especially once everybody wants to try and get single file. I mean, we've got about 50 seconds or so a lap here. We've got 75 of them, so a lot of time to make moves. You can end up in the back and then work your way back up to the front and vice versa, as we see Howard Peoples being the first victim to fall to the back of the pack.
Yeah, and I'm starting to wonder if maybe that was a strategy call. The thing about Talladega, it's survive in advance, and maybe Howard just thought these guys were getting a little racy up front and just wanted to run in the back and try to avoid the chaos.
That is a viable option. As you know, you can save more fuel in the back as we see the number 1 car, Zachary King, trying to shoot to the outside and getting around. Oh, contact! Shields down onto the aprons, slides back up on the track. Wow, that could have been disastrous.
Yeah, and that was just as the caution does come out.
Yep, we see the number 8 car of Jason Thomas getting involved. Caution, lap number 3 at Talladega. I'm going to have to find Jason Thomas. We'll go ahead and take a look at the Ideal Pest Control instant replay. We'll see what happens there with the number 8 car. Just 18 gets in the back of him, and oh man, around everybody getting caught up in that.
Yeah, the 18 just didn't know that he was lifted right there. But I was going to say, if we, talk about going to the front, that was such an aggressive move by Zachary King. He thought he was clear. Spotter must have said clear, but he was not clear, and that's what started starting this checkup. And unfortunately, Jason Thomas is the victim.
Yeah, and with no fast repairs, Jason Thomas, with all that smoke coming out, he's got some serious issues. I'm not sure he's going to be able to get it fixed in time, as I think he's just going to stop and Alt F4 out of this race.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. It didn't look that bad, but, then the initial contact when we went back and looked at the replay, yeah, it definitely could have hurt that car for sure and ended his day.
Yeah, and I think the number 10 car of Joseph Essenberg went head first into him. So hopefully he's all right. Doesn't have too much damage and can get it fixed.
Well, the thing about these cars, Joe, we're not running, the Cup style body. We're running the Gen 6 style body with these cars. So every little contact, just every little thing. The Cup cars are built like a tank, but not these, I almost said Xfinity. O'Reilly cars are not, and you see it right there. I mean, it didn't look like, if we would have saw that with the Cup car, then Jason Thomas would have been able to continue. But the damage on these O'Reilly cars is just so much different than the Cup cars.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's pretty much a bunch of sheet metal, so.
Yeah, it's not carbon fiber.
No, not at all.
Composite, excuse me.
Yeah. And we do apologize. We know exactly how long a pace lap here is on Talladega, and we've got to do about 2.5 of them, but it will hopefully give these guys a chance to restructure, settle in a little bit, get reset, and hopefully stay out of disaster as the race goes on.
Yeah, hopefully.
See some guys coming in. Looks like they're just going to top off with some fuel. No harm doing that when you're in the back of the field.
Yeah, for sure.
So we take a look at our starting lineup for when we go green. We've got Ryan Testa, Lucas Bray, Zachary Kane, Corey Powell, Joseph Conan, John Cook, Daniel Dunaway, Jared Essenberg, Mike Alley, and Chucky W. Allen. Those will be your top 10 drivers. We'll take a look at some quick pit stop statistics to see that John Shields, Joseph Essenberg, and Howard Peoples coming down for fuel only. So maybe Essenberg doesn't have too much damage. No, he looked like he panned out all right. So
Yeah.
he drew the long straw.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing about running this 550 horsepower package, you don't see these guys running full throttle, at these super speedways anymore, because they're all concerned about their fuel and the fuel usage. And it's just, I mean, the O'Reilly cars are so much better than watching the Cup cars, because the Cup cars are a snooze fest when it comes to super speed.
Absolutely.
Sure.
You got all that horsepower and you can't even use it.
I know, right? Oh, we're being told, Joe, they do have one fast repair.
Okay.
So that's new, because I believe in Daytona we didn't have any fast repairs, did we?
You know, that's a good question. That is a good question. Yeah, one fast repair. I see that in the YouTube chat. Thank you, Racing Ranch. I appreciate that.
Yes, thank you to our chat members. It's always good to see that, get the inside scoop on what's happening, for sure.
All right, we are slowly but surely making our way back to Green Flag Racing here at Talladega in the All-American Racing Network O'Reilly Series. We are here every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. We go live about 7:55, let everybody get qualified, and we go green at 8:05 Eastern. So be sure to tune back in every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
7 for my central folks, as myself. And then what is that? Let's see. So 8, that would be 6 Pacific time?
Yeah, I think so. 8, 7, 6. No, this is 5. Pacific is 3 hours behind.
Oh, 3 hours. That's right. It's 2 hours behind us. That's what it is.
Pace car's off, and we are getting ready to go green. As we see, Barney's got that green flag raised in the air, and we are green again. Ryan Testa getting a decent jump. He's getting pushed by Zachary King. You got Lucas Bray on the outside getting pushed by the 92 of Corey Powell. See some holes starting to open up. I wonder if these guys are going to try and get down to the bottom.
Yeah, as you see Lucas Bray just trying to back up to the 92 of Corey Powell, trying to get that run. But now John Cook, there's that accordion effect as Cook's going to push Powell, and Powell's going to get to the back. Well, never mind. They broke away too quick.
Yeah, super speedways, it's a completely different breed of racing. You've got to be real disciplined, and it's so easy for your momentum just to absolutely kick the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Big push by Lucas Bray and Corey Powell on the outside, and the number 77 of John Cook, as King and Bray are going to get clear of Testa. Lucas Bray getting hung out on the outside.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, look at the block by King right there. Cutting off the run for Powell.
Yeah.
But that's going to allow Testa to get alongside of him, Joe.
Yeah, we got the number 72 of Joseph Conan now on the back bumper of Testa, giving him a push. Top line is holding strong. Looks like the bottom is not as connected as they should be. The top line is holding it together as best as they can.
Yeah, the bottom line, see what's killing their momentum is that green and blue car. Can't see the number for a second, but look at the break, the 22 of Alley, and see that's killing the momentum. As now we see 27 of, hold on a second, I'm looking.
That's Christian Barnes.
Christian Barnes, yeah. But you see the breakaway from the 22 and 27 away from the 15. Mike Alley. And, like, look right there. He can't get to the back bumper of Christian Barnes.
Yeah, he's kind of stuck in that what we call the air bubble.
Actually, that's going to be the 15. My apologies to Dane Dunaway, as Christian Barnes went up to the high side. But you see that, Joe, right there? Yeah, just like you were saying, it's like there's a force field in between the 15 and the 22, and that's where the dirty air comes into play. And if that happens, as we got a couple cars going below the yellow line, whoa, my gosh.
Yeah, that could have been bad. That could have been real bad. So you see Zachary King's got that high side moving.
And the thing is, I mean, if I'm Ryan Testa, I am on the radio, not irate, but telling these guys, hey, let's get hooked up and we'll go to the front. But you see the 72 of Joseph Conan is doing a good job, but looky there. Christian Barnes and the 92 of Powell shoot in front of Testa to cut off that run. So that's going to hurt. It hurt Testa in the long run, and I don't know why they didn't get hooked up right there, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be maybe a lack of communication or, I hate to use the term, but, a skill issue. You think in theory, right, it's a WOT, right, wide open throttle, but it does take a little bit more skill to kind of get glued to that bottom, hold your line. The guy in front of you, if he swings a little bit high, you want to try and stay behind him, but then he fixes what he's doing and comes back low, and everybody's zigging and zagging all over the place, so it can get rather difficult.
Yeah, definitely. I gotta say, Mike Ellie should have zigged he zagged when he should have zigged. But looky here, we got a battle for the lead. Look at Corey Powell go to the outside, Joe.
Yep, he's going to get Zachary King cleared here, come down for the block. But he is pulling away, I think, a little bit too far. And no, the number 4 car. Look at Jared Essenberg sliding down in front of Zachary King. He got the lead for a second, but Powell got it back.
Well, you were talking about Jared Essenberg, but now Joseph Essenberg is right back up in here as he's right behind John Cook. So I got to be thinking, if Joseph Essenberg can get around, do you think Jared's going to go to the high side and try to use his brother to get the push?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if those two try and get hooked up at some point in time. Look at King right up on the bumper of Essenberg, really pushing him. Essenberg getting a little loose coming out of turn 2.
Well, and, you're talking about not skill issue, but just, the thing is with these cars in this sim, you cannot push in the corner, and you got to hit them square in the bumper. And even yet, then the bump draft doesn't really work. It's so weird how the bump draft works in this sim. But if you don't hit them square in that back bumper, you're going to send them around.
Yeah, absolutely, and you got to be really, really careful pushing in the corners. You can't bump in the corners at all. You kind of just got to stay a horsehair away from the car in front of you as you go through the corner to really give a good push. As we see Zachary King and who's that number 27 car of Christian Barnes getting a run. Barnes going to the inside. King coming with him. Looks like they just weren't sure where to go. They want to try and keep as much momentum as possible. So I think they need to be playing the safe game right now. Right, we're on lap 14 to 75.
Right.
Lot of racing still to go. You want to just fall in line, run your race, and wait until I would say at least maybe 5 or 10 laps to go.
Yeah, and now looky here. Corey Powell gets pushed into the sucker hole, but that third line starting to form as John Cook shoots up to the high side riding the Dente. But look at Jared Essenberg as he hits the wall right there. But if he could have got some help from Howard Peoples or Joseph Conan, that would have helped him out big time for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And Joseph Essenberg in the number 10 Toyota looked like he was getting a run on the outside. He just had no help, so he faded real quick as he's probably just going to keep it wide open and hope that the number 92 of Powell can slow up just enough for him to get in front. Look at the 72 car going up high, going to give Essenberg a push, but maybe Essenberg comes back low. Looked like he almost got into Powell.
Well, and the thing is also, Joe, you know, the decisions are so quick. If you see a gap and you think you can shoot it, do it. Because if you go too late or too early, it's going to end up costing you and your race will be done.
Yeah, it's definitely a timing game, right? You hesitate, that's it. You're done. You're wrecking. And if you move too quick, the same thing is going to happen. So.
Well, and you know this, being a driver, you know, it's so tight in there, and you know, you want to run full throttle, but it's all about throttle control. You just have your throttle about half throttle, just holding it right there, and that's the hardest thing to do for these drivers. But if you can educate it enough, then you're golden. But if you can't, and if you get too much on the throttle, like mash it down to the floor, then you're going to get into the back of the car in front of you, and they're going to get loose, and you're going to cause the big one.
Yeah, you have to be precise, and you have to be patient with the throttle. Like you said, you want to go full throttle, but you know you just can't. You gotta let off the throttle a little bit and pay attention to what's going on, because if you don't, we could see the big one.
Well, and I think that's why people get so irritated running officials at super speedways, because a lot of people think it's just balls to the wall and just full throttle the whole time. But and that's why they end up wrecked and there's big ones all the time. But it's not. It's all about a technique. And if you nail it down, then you're going to be one heck of a super speedway racer on iRacing for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely you want to be patient, and you don't want to, obviously you don't want to wreck, but you see the 27 car, Christian Barnes again on the back bumper of Zachary King. These two have been hooked up, running really good. If you got the number 4 car of Jared Essenberg behind John Cook, followed by the 15 of Daniel Dunaway, and then you've got Joseph Essenberg, 15 car swinging out wide. That was a little scary.
Yeah, Dane Dunaway and that's what we were talking about. It looked like Joseph Essenberg didn't hit him square, and you saw how loose that made Dane Dunaway right there, and he had to lift just a hair. But look at this now. Now this top side's getting in the line, and you know what's hurting that bottom side? Look at the gap between, I wish I had a telestrator, but look at the gap between Christian Barnes and Ryan Testa.
Yeah, that's almost a 2-car gap right there. That's definitely what you don't want to have on a super speedway.
Well, and the thing is, Christian Barnes and Zachary King are racing this like it's 2012 with tandem drafting. Tandem drafting is long over, especially with these tapered spacers that these cars run. And it's so crazy how the aero packages are on these cars. It just, oh man, it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, that's just the drag in these cars. It just slows them down. You can't pull away. Got some solid green flag runs here. Well, green flag laps. Excuse me. King and Barnes now almost getting a little bit too much space because the train looks like it's building up steam.
Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, we see John Cook and Jared Essenberg now getting really separated, but they're starting to get hooked up as Dane Dunaway's joined their party, and they've got Joseph Essenberg. If Howard Peoples can get to the back of Joseph Conan and get the accordion effect and the freight train effect, they'll go to the front and they'll blow past that inside line for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Cooks looks like he's going to go down to the inside and maybe get single filed out, maybe not. Kind of hard to tell.
I was about to say, kind of hard to tell, definitely. Oh, man, he thought about it. See, that's what we were talking about, Joe. He made it almost too late, and there's almost a wreck right there.
Yeah, in my opinion, Cook and Essenberg, their best bet would probably be to go down and get behind Christian Barnes, as we see Essenberg doing that, Cook doing that. Yeah. Tighten that up. Build that momentum.
Look at that push right there from Christian Barnes to the back of Zachary King.
Yeah, he was right up on that. And if I'm not mistaken, I do think Barnes and King are teammates. I could be wrong.
Yes, Meatball Racing.
So those two are definitely going to be looking to stay hooked up the entire race.
Totally forgot about that. That is correct. As Jared Thomas goes around.
Looked like we had Jason Thomas getting hooked up in that. Anthony Hatfield as well. We'll go back and we'll take a look at the Ideal Family instant replay. Well, looks like we're a little too far. See, no, that's the old one. Where's the new one? Come on, come on. See if we can see what happened here. The 8 car right up on the back of Ryan Testa. And then Mike Alley just gets to the inside and sends him around.
I don't think he's going to be able to fix that one.
Nope, not at all. Let's do a little rewind and see if we can't slow this thing down.
Well, that's what we're talking about, Joe. Right here, as you see the 8. He tried to come back down too late, and that's what happened.
Yep.
Oh, man. Woo!
And then Chucky Allen with a little ARCA brake action.
Yeah. Gotta love the ARCA brake.
Love it.
Love it, love it, love it.
Take a look at the race off of pit road here. People's overshooting his box. Zachary King and Christian Barnes winning the race off of pit road. Joseph Essenberg and Jared Essenberg, followed by Joseph Conan, Ryan Testa, second caution of the night comes on lap number 2375. It's almost like you can't do a race at Talladega and expect there's not going to be any cautions.
That's what I was thinking the whole time. I was trying to figure in the laps, and I was like, well.
Yeah, it's not if, it's when.
Exactly.
Although stranger things have happened. I've actually done a few officials where it went green to green. So it can happen. Chances are low, but never zero.
I need to get in that class where you're at, cause
man, and I got absolutely screwed because I ended up going a lap down I got a speeding penalty on pit road, so I had to go a lap down. And after that, it went like, I'm just like, all right, well, we'll get a caution. I'll get back on the lead lap. Nope, didn't happen. We'll take a look at some of our pit stop statistics. Zachary King with 2 tires. Christian Barnes taking 4. It looks like the field is almost pretty much split right down the middle with who's taking 2 and who's taking 4.
Yeah, pretty even.
We'll also take a look at our fastest 5. Best lap of the race. So far, it's Zachary King with a 51.05. The question is, with the 2 tire change, did they take lefts or did they take rights? Because I know a lot of guys will take left side tires because the left sides take a little bit more wear than the rights.
Well, and it's also crazy because, you know, before you were talking about you take 4 tires at Talladega, people would look at you like you're crazy. But, I mean, nowadays, the tires wear out so quick in this, in the packs, and these guys take 4 tires, you know, almost every stop.
Yeah, I mean, you can get away with not taking tires, but it all depends on how you're driving the car. If you're holding your line, if you're not, you know, zigging and zagging and putting some extra wear on the tire, you can get away with not taking tires here at all. But it's just one of those strategy things. It's a gamble, and I'm not sure these guys wanted to gamble this early in the race, so I'm not faulting anybody for taking 4 tires here.
Yeah, definitely.
Pace car's off. Control car is going to be Zachary King. And I think he's going to try and get a monster jump out of here so Christian Barnes can get back up behind him.
Yeah, he gets a pretty big gap, and right there you see it. Christian Barnes, his teammate, shoots in front of Joseph Essenberg.
They've almost got too much separation.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on how much of a run this top line can get and if they're going to stick their tails out and block. Lucas Bray's back up into a decent spot. You see Zachary King. Nobody out in front of him, obviously. We'll go back and take a look at Lucas Bray's onboard camera. As you can see, you literally just cannot see anything that's in front of you when you're right up on the bumper. So if they wreck, you're not going to see it till it's too late.
Yeah, definitely.
Inside line looks like it's got some momentum building up. Top line looks like it's starting to fade. As we see Essenberg shooting up top. They'll try and build that lane up. Almost had a wreck right there. Oh, King get loose. Oh!
Oh, save it, Bray!
Save it, save it.
Oh!
No.
Golly, Ryan Testa.
Damn it, man.
Oh, man.
Lucas looks like he'll be all right, though. He just got doored and sent down to the apron and around.
Yeah, definitely, but golly.
Go back to the Ideal Family instant replay. So you see the big pile up on the outside. Testa down into number 92, which goes into Lucas Bray, sends him around. Looks like the only one who got the most out of that was Corey Powell. We'll back that up and take another look. Powell, he didn't go into the wall. Looked like he did, but Zachary King getting hooked by Testa. You can see right there in the center of the track. Just gets turned by Testa. John Cook involved. Could have been a whole lot worse.
I was about to say, can we go back to that angle, Joe? Because it looked like Zachary King actually came up in front of Testa.
Yep, he got pushed up there by the 27 car. Man, that's unfortunate for all those guys involved, but luckily it doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad at all. Hopefully it's just some superficial damage or 30 seconds or a minute of damage, because you can get about a minute and 15 seconds of damage fixed on a caution lap. So
yeah,
it's probably the the best possible thing that could happen is these extremely long caution laps will let you get your repair fixed. Essenberg's going to assume the race lead after that exchange. We'll see who wins the race off of pit road. People sliding through his box again. Essenberg. Oh, Testa not able to get into his pit box the way he wanted to.
Oh, man.
Well, look at how we're gonna line up based off the order. You've got Joseph Essenberg, Howard Peoples, Jared Essenberg, Mike Alley, John Shields, Anthony Hatfield, Christian Barge, John Cook, Ryan Testa, and Lucas Bray. But we've got the brothers starting right behind each other, P1 and P3. Those two are going to be able to get hooked up for the first time tonight. We'll be able to get a look at how those two are going to be able to hook up and see what they can do together.
Yeah, definitely.
And like we were saying earlier, remember how Howard Peoples fell all the way to the back of the pack? Look where he's at now. He'll be starting outside pole on the restart.
Yeah.
It really is the luck of the draw here at Talladega. The wrecks can happen in the front, the back, the middle. You're really not safe anywhere.
No, you're not. I mean, what do we got? 45 laps to go, I believe, in this race?
Yep, 45. Be 44 at the line.
We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. I love it. Guys are making more aggressive moves. Man.
Yeah, the runway's getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah. So I gotta ask you, Joe.
Shoot.
You know, how many laps do you think these guys can go on? What do you think our pit window will be?
Well, we're at 70% fuel, so I'm thinking 26 to 30 laps. So they're definitely going to have to pit one more time.
And that's going to be interesting to see how, if they go by teams or, you know, if just getting it down to pit road, because that can be chaotic as well, trying to get everybody down there. Got to choreograph it perfectly.
Yeah, I think 100% fuel is going to give them about 38 to 40 laps. So 70% of that, I'm just estimating 26 to 28. It could be more like 28 to 32, somewhere between late 20s, early 30s.
Interesting. We'll keep that in mind.
Essenberg has control on this restart. Pace car's off.
Green flag.
Oh, look at that. Our people's backed up to get the push from Alley.
It looks like he didn't get what he wanted, though.
Yeah, it didn't look like he got what he wanted, definitely, Joe.
Got Christian Barnes sliding up to the high side behind Howard Peoples. Zachary King falling back towards the end of the field. He's going to look to work his way back up to the front. But we've got the Essenberg brothers up here, 1 and 2. They've got some separation, though. I couldn't see what car number that was. The number 9 car. Is that the number 9 car? I don't know what the hell I was going to say. The 99.
You're good.
The 99
29.
car. No, it's a John Shields. There we go. We wanted to get. We needed him to get up on the bumper of Essenberg. And Lucas Bray and Testa, they're going to have to close that gap a little bit. Oh, Essenberg a little squirrely off the corner.
How did he make that move work, Joe?
Man, I have no idea.
Wow.
It does look like this race is, for the most part, going to stay double file. These guys want to battle for position. It's their race, so we're going to let them do it. We're going to watch them do it.
Yeah.
Barnes with a big push on Howard Peoples. Looks like he's going to slide up. Nope, maybe not. Peoples, figure out what you want to do.
Oh. Oh.
These super speedways really test your skill. 100%. You got to try and keep the car so steady. Not only on the turns, but the straightaways are equally as important.
Yeah, definitely. So important. Oh, look at the move by Peoples to move in front of Essenberg. Jared. Joseph. Essenberg. Look at Howard Peoples right there.
Christian Barnes looks like he came down to side drive Peoples a little bit. Is that going to give him the advantage? As you see the pack getting ready to come across the start-finish line, it's going to be Christian Barnes having the advantage, and Hatfield coming down and side drafting Peoples just a little bit as well. And look at who's crept back up to the front of the field. Zachary King in the number 1 car.
Yeah, Zachary King. Oh, look at that. There goes the 99 of John Shields. Got pushed down there.
Yeah, he'll
Look at the 18.
Yeah, Anthony Hatfield, he's now sitting in 4th. First in line on that bottom row. King, Alley, and Barnes hooked up really good on the top, as Alley is going to make a move to the inside. He's got to get down to the bottom or else he'll risk getting sucked to the back, and he does.
Yeah, but sometimes, Joe, you got to risk it for the biscuit.
I agree, as long as it's a chicken and cheese biscuit from Bojangles, I'm good.
Hey, that's the thing. I got to finally try Bojangles last year. Yes, I definitely agree with that. Great. Y'all are lucky to have that. Haven't got to try Cookout yet. Oh my gosh, car in the wall. Oh!
John Cook.
No caution.
No, we're staying green right now.
Look at the run by Mike Alley right here. But look at that. Christian Barnes got hooked back up with his teammate, Joe.
Yep, those two are back out in front. People's giving them both a good push.
Joseph Essenberg needs to get to the back of Hatfield to give a push to Alley. Or maybe he's letting his brother come down, Joe.
These 7 cars have got about a...
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that was... You got to think he's probably screaming at him, come down, come down, come down.
But now look at this. It's quantity over quality, as now that bottom line. Oh, Christian Barnes got hung out to dry. His teammate left him out there.
Yeah, he's going to that's going to be difficult for him to try and fill in. Because the 72 car of Joseph Conan is right there. Not going to leave that door open for him to come down.
Don't make it too late.
Cook and Dunaway down on pit road. So surprised that iRacing did not throw caution there.
Yeah, that was interesting for sure. Oh my gosh. Dang, they're beating and banging.
Go on board here with Howard Peoples right up, excuse me, right up on the rear bumper of Zachary King.
But you hear the throttle, not all the way in it, just halfway where now he just gets a little bit more, just feathering it. Oh my gosh, he ran him down to the apron.
Yeah, it's so easy to get sucked down there. You gotta think he's right. He was right in the spot where the air is coming off of Zachary King and hitting him in the headlight, and the car just wants to rotate.
Yeah. Just right there, just keeping it right there at 187 miles an hour. But now, this is actually hurting Zachary King because he can't save any fuel, Joe.
Yeah, that is correct. We think we've probably got about another 20 laps before these guys are going to have to pit. If we would have had a caution when Dunaway and Cook got involved, they could have refueled and had enough to make it, but they're going to have to re-strategize now.
Yeah, re-strategize as Christian Barnes once again gets pushed out to the outside line, just trying to find time to go down. That was a little late right there. Almost got pushed up into the wall. Oh, Dane Dunaway, watch out. Here they come.
Hey, that's one of those things where if you're Daniel Dunaway, you just got to hold on and let them go around you. Let's go on board with Anthony Hatfield here.
Look at the separation right there. Oh, you see right there, Hatfield actually lifted because he got such a big run.
Yep.
And had to lift. Or else he would have been sending the 22 around in front of him.
If you time it right, you can just lift ever so slightly and still stay up on the bumper. But when you hit those RPMs drop so rapidly, that's when that separation gets created, and that ends up hurting you.
Yeah, not too much. Oh, look at that though. Alley running a lot more throttle than Hatfield was running.
See King swing out to the outside. I wonder if he was just trying to see where Christian Barnes was, or if that's what his plan was.
I wonder that too, if that's his plan to get back with his teammate. Because then he could save fuel. Rather him being out here in the lead, he's burning more fuel, and basically becoming a sitting duck. Oh my gosh!
Well, Barnes might have some help with Dave Allen.
Battle for the lead.
Yeah, people's got to the inside of Zachary King, and Zachary King goes around.
Oh, they keep it straight. Oh, keep it straight. Oh, there's the caution.
I was about to say, when is the damn caution gonna come out?
Well, the thing was, they almost kept it straight, but man, huge damage, I suspect, from Zachary King.
Take a look at the Ideal Family instant replays. We see Zachary King on the high side trying to side draft, and Mike Alley just comes up, gets in the left rear, sends him around, and up into the wall they go. Yeah, Zachary King, he's going to have some big damage there.
Oh, man. And then Justin Thomas also involved once again. Golly. I'm sorry, but that is unethical to put that scheme on a Ford.
Is that right?
You know, it's crazy. I root for all the Chevy guys in NASCAR, but I drive a Fusion.
Well, that's just like the guys putting the Kyle Busch schemes on the Ford.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Speaking of Kyle Busch, man, it's. I hate to talk about it again, but if we don't talk about it, then his legacy is going to die with him. But you know
what? The good thing is we haven't talked about it because we were off last week, so we didn't get to talk about it. So we're good on the O'Reilly broadcast.
Yeah. We really lost not just a great race car driver, but just a great person in general. You know, he didn't have the best reputation throughout his career. He was, you know, had more of a reputation similar to Dale Earnhardt in his driving style and how he raced on the track. But, you know, what an amazing person, husband, father, son that he was. You know, if you looked at, you know, the days before his passing, he was here in Durham, North Carolina at the Andretti go-kart, indoor go-kart track's grand opening, and you know, just doing anything he can for the NASCAR community, and you know, we're just so grateful that he was a part of it, and we're definitely
such a big.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say such a big advocate too. I mean, he made NASCAR change the 40 over rule so that he could run, you know, in the truck series and everything. And yeah, I watched I watched Rowdy the other night again, and I had a little bit of a different perspective and a little different emotion watching it than the first time I did, for sure.
Yeah, I was at the Coca-Cola 600 the whole weekend, and Sunday when they did his trip, like you could just feel this somber feeling at the track, right? Everybody was super excited to be there, but it was on everybody's shoulders. You couldn't only see it, you could feel it. Like that energy was there. And when they were doing his tribute, there wasn't a dry eye in those stands, I can guarantee you. It was really, what's the word I'm looking for? Damn.
Sentimental?
Yeah. Yes, that's the word.
Well, and then also, I was okay going through pre-race until they did the pace laps, and that's where I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, that hit me hard. And okay, so the thing is also, I grew up a junior fan, so 2008 Richmond still got to be, but it just seemed like it was so, and it's really cool to see how he grew, and that's what I love about our sport. When these guys come into the sport, you get to watch them grow up and everything in the sport, mature throughout the years, and because when he left Joe Gibbs, that was a different guy than back in 2008 when he signed with Joe Gibbs.
Yeah,
and you could tell, and he even said, I believe in an interview, it might have been on the documentary, I can't remember, but he said he wished he would have took his free agency in 2008 a lot more seriouser. He said, they handed me, here I was a 20-something-year-old kid, and they started talking, they showed him the money, and that's why he signed with Joe Gibbs. But I mean, it's crazy, I mean, we've never had a driver, not just in the Cup Series, but in all the other series, but who have won. I mean, he's the first guy to sweep the weekend, winning the truck race, the O'Reilly race, and the Cup race, all at Bristol. And then just to see everything else that he accomplished, 100 wins across all series, I mean, it's just truly unbelievable. There won't be another like him.
No, there won't. At least not anytime soon.
Mm-mm. But I was talking to a good friend of mine, Wesley Allen. We were having this debate. Who in our current decade, could you compare him to? And I mean, there's several names out there. Carson Hocevar's one, if you think about it, just a little bit,
Yep.
I would even throw Ross Chastain in that hat as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be a lot of great race car drivers, and there's going to be drivers that are going to win multiple championships, but at what magnitude, right?
Right.
How are you going to do it? Are you going to do it by winning a bunch of races, or are you going to do it by the points game? And how many races are you going to win? So, but we're getting ready to go green here, and not quite sure what Hatfield is doing. He's way back there.
I think he's trying to get a push from Lucas Bray. That's what he was trying to do, stack up the field. But it just didn't pan out, as Joseph Essenberg couldn't get that push to Lucas Bray enough to get to the back of Hatfield, and it ended up costing him.
Yeah, he's got to get down. You better do it quick. Oh, you got to get there, buddy.
Yeah, you can't cut the nose off for sure.
You got Testa. He's a lone wolf. Oh, Bray down on the apron below the double yellow line. He got pushed down there. field, going to be out of that draft.
Yeah, that's going to hurt him losing the draft.
But I have a feeling I think we're going to get at least one more caution.
Well, the thing is, we're getting close to that pit window also that we were talking about that we estimated within 25 laps. And we're sitting at 27, so I don't know. Are you coming or are you staying?
Yeah, I think excuse me. I think these guys are going to be able to make it here. How much extra fuel are they going to have if we get a green and white checkered? I don't know.
Well, the thing is also, you know, for the fans at home, these guys under caution, you can shut your car off and turn the ignition off. It shuts it down, saves fuel. Of course, you can clutch in. Of course, we don't have to worry about clutching in because this ain't a mile and a half or a short track or anything where there's braking used.
Yep. Yeah, it's, you know, turning the ignition off, that's just one thing that's going to get you that advantage to help you save that fuel. I've done it before. I know a lot of these guys do it. I've never got to the point of turning the ignition off on the mile and a half, so I usually just clutch it. But it's still, you know, clutching it and turning the ignition off definitely gives you an advantage when you're trying to save fuel.
Now, I do it under caution. I don't do it under green.
Yeah, no, I don't. If you saw in the Coke series, that's what, I don't know who else is doing it, but they broke to the driver cam of Sebastian Marin, and his was on his keyboard, and his keyboard was up where his wheel was, so he had to reach up, hit the ignition, and then turn it back on. Yeah, I don't know how the heck he was doing it, because I mean, the wheel that I have buttons on it, so I've got my ignition to a button, so all I got to do is reach my thumb down, turn it off, turn it back on real quick, and I'm good. But I can't imagine trying to reach up and hit a button, take my eye off the screen. Nah, I can't do that.
Well, and another thing, those, you know, you're talking about the Coca-Cola series, they don't use a clutch paddle. They have a button designated for the clutch.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how they do that.
That's different. Yeah, that's. Oof. Yeah, I mean, I could see mapping, you know, a second clutch pedal, because, I mean, you can map secondary brakes, gas, and all that to a... I could see doing that, just mapping it to the wheel so you could just clutch it right there. Yeah, man, maybe. Might work. But the field is now single filed out, and we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 car lead pack. They've got a little over a second. No, 2 seconds over the next pack, which has got Howard Peoples, Jason Thomas, John Shields, and unfortunately Lucas Bray's the odd man out. I think these guys have taken a page out of the history book of this race and have decided to stay single file and wait this one out.
Yeah, definitely.
But look at the separation that Testa has behind Allen. He's got to stay up there a little bit closer to keep pulling away. Now, if you're going to try and shoot a run, if you got a few guys behind you that are going to try and make that run, that's fine. But you know, if I'm him, I'm staying right up as close as I can to Chucky right there.
Take a look at our digger cam. I missed the digger cam.
Yeah, this is a nice little addition to the broadcast.
Our lovely producer and lead commentator, Mr. Joe from Joe Manella.
Yes, sir.
Did I say your last name right?
You did.
It's like vanilla, but Manella.
Exactly. All the sweet stuff. Just under 20 laps to, just over 20 laps to go here at Talladega. Joseph Conan is your race leader. If we look at our lap leader, Zachary King leading the most laps right now, but he's sitting in P7 with 15 laps. Joseph Conan, the next, with 10 laps led, currently sitting in P1. A lot of guys getting some laps led here tonight, but the most important one to lead is going to be the last one.
Well, and the thing is, you know, we're getting close to the cutoff, and a lot of these guys haven't had the best of runs this season, and here they are up here. You know, you got Joseph Conan, Jared Etchepar. Essenberg, not Etchepar, that's Chris Etchepar. Yeah. And then Anthony Hatfield. So a lot of these guys, you know, and then you got, is that Chucky right there?
Yep.
So that's the thing about Talladega. It's such a wild card because anybody can win this race.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen Howard Peoples looking like he was going to try and make a move. He tried to go to the bottom. King blocked him. Then he went up top and got around him. And top line starting to form up again. It's going to be a side-by-side battle here once again.
I'll tell you, Zachary King's reminded me of a certain driver that drives either the 22 Shell Pennzoil Ford Mustang or the King's Hawaiian Ford Mustang.
Good old Bolgano.
It seems like when Brad was at Penske, it seemed like every year, no matter the race at Daytona or Talladega, it was Daytona mostly, they would throw those blocks and just wad up the field.
Yeah. Testa now taking the race lead from Joseph Conan. He's got Peoples and King behind him. They've got no help behind them, so they're going to have to try and stay as hooked up as they can. Peoples to the inside. Testa with a block. That's going to leave Zachary King out to dry.
Yeah, for the first time we see Zachary King going back, and he can't get down in front of his teammate, Joe. And, well, his teammate's back there. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, a little door
what was I saying?
Yep. he might be able to get down there now, banging off of Anthony Hatfield.
No disrespect to Zachary King. He's a great driver. Just have a little fun up here in the booth. We love you, Zachary.
Geez, almost the whole field going down below the double yellow line there, trying to stay in the draft.
I know, right?
I mean, shortest way around the track. But King now only one car away from Christian Barnes. Oh, he was with him. He decided to go to the high side and try and side draft his way up to the front. That's exactly what it looks like he's doing. People's going to slide to the outside, see if anybody goes with him. He's got King there, but nobody else really looking like they want to make a move just yet. But is Peoples going to clear Testa?
Ooh, man.
Oh, look, he thought about it. Bump draft from King.
You know, Peoples looked really good at Daytona too, Joe.
Yeah, he did. I mean, it really is anybody's race at these super speedways. All it takes is the big one to happen, and you miss it, and then you're the leader. And if it happens on the final lap, you're going to win the race. But Peoples, he needs to back it up. You need to back it up, son. Oh, almost contact.
Oh! Put it in reverse, Terry.
Oh, we got a wreck right there.
Oh, my gosh.
Testa and Conan, we're staying green.
Well, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I was going to say Ashley Nicole's probably like seeing this since she's rooting for Ryan Testa, but not now. Definitely. We're staying green. Can you believe this?
Yeah, he's blown up.
Oh, man.
He's going to have
Tough
to
break
limp it
for
around.
Ryan. Had a great run going.
I don't know if he's got any fast repairs left.
That's right. He was involved in a early race wreck.
Yep. He's got that pedal to the floor. He's going to have to be creative here with the block unless Hatfield just decides to settle in behind him and push him out there in front.
So I want to add this. I believe this is our league owner, Douglas Scalise, writing this. The cars that just topped off for fuel are half a lap to a lap short. They will be close.
Wow.
And Ryan Testa via Ashley Nicole is out of fast repairs, but she's still rooting for him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That really is. Hated that he went out like that. But you know what? These guys that are, in the back, if you look at, Joseph Essenberg and the number 99 of John Shields, I mean, they're not pushing as hard. They might be able to save some fuel.
That's what I'm thinking also. And everybody on back from Peoples, I mean, if they're half a lap or a lap short, oh my gosh, Essenberg goes in the wall.
Up and around goes Essenberg.
Joseph Essenberg, once again. Oh, we stay green though, no caution.
Nope, he's blown up as well.
Keep it rolling, boy. Keep rolling. What?
Dave Allen crashed too. Let's go back and take a look at the Ideal Family instant replays. The caution comes out right before we look at that.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting. Oh my gosh. Oh, he got into Joseph Essenberg. Oh, man.
Christian
Just at the wrong
Barnes.
place at the wrong time.
Christian Barnes getting a little tag right there. But that's gonna change
Ooh.
what's gonna happen now with everybody being a half a lap short. Everybody's gonna be able to come down and get some fuel.
Yeah. This is gonna be. Ugh. I'm glad I'm not crew chief because I'd probably go into a coma, trying to from the stress, trying to decide. Not a coma, I'll probably pass out from the stress. Didn't mean a coma, but it is gonna be. I mean, these teams better be hiring like Albert Einstein or some mathematician guys to get that perfect number to see how much fuel they can make it.
Well, I know for a fact there's one person who's really good at doing that, and that is the number 57 car of Lucas Bray. If you remember Daytona, him and his teammate Chris Romano were going back and forth on when they should pit to get enough
Yeah.
fuel, and that ended up winning them the race. So
well, we've seen so much domination from Meatball Motorsports this year. Could we see them get dethroned here at Talladega?
we shall see.
Ooh. Everybody stay tuned, because here they come down pit road.
We've got Chucky Allen and Zachary King staying out. They might have enough fuel.
Wow.
Being that we've had this caution, they might be able to stretch it. Take a look at the race off of pit road. Fuel only for Howard Peoples.
Oh, tires for Christian Barnes.
Yep, tires for Lucas Bray as well.
Oh, 4 tires. John Shields going to come out, what, third? The pits?
Look at all those guys getting damage fixed.
Tough break. John Cook's still riding that Dente, though.
Take a look at your lineup for this next restart. It's going to be Chucky Allen, assuming the race lead. After him and Zachary King, who'll be starting on his outside, stay out. And you've got Howard Peoples, Anthony Hatfield, Jared Essenberg, Christian Barnes, John Shields, Lucas Bray, Corey Powell, and Jason Thomas. Going to be your top 10.
So let me ask you this, Joe. How aggressive does Zachary King get on this restart?
Excuse me. Well, you've got man, that's so hard to gauge because two cars behind him is his teammate, so he wants to get hooked up with him.
Right.
So I think he just stays high, and I think him and Christian Barnes try and work some radio traffic and try and figure out how they can get hooked back up, whether it's in the front or if it's further back a little bit. I do think those two together are going to do some great things if they can get hooked up.
Yeah, they're going to do big things for sure. Man, this is, oh man. If I was a fan sitting at home, I'd crank up, I'd close the recliner, I'd buckle my seatbelt. Oh, hold on. I'd grab me some popcorn, buckle my seatbelt in, and then I put a big old tie-down strap on my TV because this is going to be wild, Joe.
Well, you know what? I agree with you on all of that except for the popcorn because if something happens to your race car driver, that popcorn is going to end up everywhere.
Yeah.
And leave the remotes or anything that's got some weight to it away from your reach because you'll be buying a brand new TV too.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. That's how I felt Saturday night after my Oklahoma City Thunder were sadly eliminated. I didn't break the TV.
Well, that's good. Sucks for the Thunder, but you didn't break your TV.
Yeah. Hurricanes.
Yeah, the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
They're they'll be playing Vegas, right?
I think so. I don't know. I believe so.
Yes, the Hurricanes and the Golden Knights.
2026 was not a good year for my sports teams.
Excuse me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the pace car's off. We'll be restarting with 9 laps to go. Chucky Allen has control. He's got Howard Peoples behind him.
John Shields just had to give up a position. Wonder what that was about. Oh, look at that. Allen tried to get the side draft from Zachary King. And he ended up spinning the tires just a little bit, Joe.
Yeah, that's going to slow him down a little bit, but if you see King has got his nose out in front, I do think that he's going to wait until Christian Barnes can get clear of Allen before they decide to make a move to the bottom. As Howard Peoples slides up behind Christian Barnes, and they're clear.
Now Jared Essenberg has to get to the back bumper, Joe, of Chucky Allen if Chucky Allen still wants a shot at this. Or Howard Peoples.
And Peoples kind of leaving Lucas Bray out to dry. Lucas Bray's got some help coming. I don't know how quick they'll be able to get to him, though. But Christian Barnes going to try and get around Anthony Hatfield.
Hatfield's going to get the side draft.
He's going to try and run him up the track a little bit, but that's going to let... Oh, door banging!
Oh, man! That actually helped Christian Barnes because now he's... Oh, my gosh, what a late block by Zachary King! Oh, look at this!
Hatfield right to the bumper of Zachary King. Teammates are teammates until it comes down to the wire.
The thing is, Hatfield helped out Christian Barnes because shooting Barnes at the racetrack put him right on the back bumper of King.
Got the number 99 car, Shields, trying to make a third lane work with Lucas Bray. Christian Barnes sliding up to hopefully lead the charge back up to the front.
Oh, Chucky thought about going up high. Now how do people think about doing it? And I got to tell you, now this is interesting because now that Dunaway's in front of Barnes, I was about to say if Barnes gets up there, expect King to go up to the high side, but if he times it just wrong, we're going to have the big one.
Yeah, absolutely.
And my palms are getting sweaty just watching this, Joe.
Yeah, you and me both, man.
I'm not even in the car.
It's getting hairy. Now you've got Daniel Dunaway, who's a lap down in the mix in the number 15 car. Oh, no, he's not a lap down. He's in 6th. He's got his lap back.
I was going to say, I thought he got his lap back. Probably took the waiver around because I believe because he got involved in a wreck. Oh, my gosh.
This is where it's going to get interesting with Joseph Conan.
Okay, the interesting thing there they go.
Christian Barnes blown the heck up. So is Daniel Dunaway.
No caution.
And they kept it going. Dunaway's still on the track, and Barnes is all the way down on the apron.
Yeah, but Dunaway's freaking hood went flying off his car when he hit the wall. Watch out for the debris. Oh, my gosh. Look at this.
That's going to leave Zachary King all by himself with no help from his teammate.
Yep. We've seen Hatfield get to the back of one meatball driver. Does he get to another? Oh, he thought about it.
It sure looked like it.
I think he's just seeing what he can do if it comes down to that white flag. Oh, Chucky.
Five laps to go. It's all Zachary King at the moment.
I got to tell you, Joe, I do not want to be Zachary King in this moment. I do not want to be leading this thing, especially as aggressive as we've seen Anthony Hatfield be today.
Yeah, you've got Dave Allen. No, I'm sorry, Chucky Allen and Howard Peoples. Peoples looks like he got shuffled out. That's going to leave the number 99 car of John Shields up in the number 4 spot. A lot of swerving, zigging, and zagging.
A lot of bald eagles flying through there.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got some Cletus McFarland's on the track.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Wouldn't go that far.
No, well, in the bald eagle said, "Oh, we got a wreck."
There we go.
And
Chuck. No, that's not Chucky. We're staying green. What the heck?
We're staying green.
Oh my gosh.
That was Dave Allen. I want to go back and look at that replay, but I don't want to miss any of this action up front as we get ready to come across the start-finish line for 3 laps to go.
Chucky Allen back, still in it though. Riding in P3, just looking for a momentum booster to get around as Howard Peoples gets shuffled up to the high side, Joe. Oh, John Shields. No, you're not clear. Oh my gosh.
We gotta take a look at this battle right here as Lucas Bray tries to get around Shields and Peoples.
Peoples gonna go high. Bray's gonna get to the back of Shields. Now Corey Powell's gonna pass. I think Howard Peoples is playing the game. You know, we were talking about it's all about survive and advance.
Yep.
He's seen what's happened already. Great move by Howard Peoples, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, look at the hood flying up on one of the cars.
Yeah, it might be the game that Peoples is playing and just hoping for a final lap wreck as the popsicle sticks have shown, and we're down to 2 laps to go here.
Look at John Shields. We haven't talked about him all day, and now he finds himself battling for P3 with Chucky.
Oh, contact!
Oh, keep it, save it! That's the caution.
Yeah. And Lucas Bray into the wall.
Oh, man.
Loses the bumper.
Oh. That's one of those retractable bumpers.
They had to just make it a half a lap.
And if you're Zachary King, you're just, oh, man. Now you gotta, I think you take a deep breath and regroup, because now you gotta be perfect on this restart.
Well, now that we've got some time, we're going to go back and take a look and see just exactly what happened to Dave Allen as the 4-car of Essenberg comes down, and Dave Allen kind of goes up,
man.
maybe for a block, and
Conan!
around they go.
Oh my gosh. Bang!
Now we'll go back and look at Corey Powell. People's just trying to send it between them.
Well, it looked like Powell came up a little bit. I think. Let's see. Maybe just like just a hair.
We're gonna go to the far chase.
Yep, that's what happened. Peoples got shoved down to the apron, and his car shot up. Amazingly, we have not seen a car get airborne, and that is just crazy.
Looked like Lucas Bray's car was about to do it.
Yeah.
But, you know, the good thing is Lucas Bray's only got rear end damage out of that exchange.
But I believe he might have a fast repair, too. So, look at this. Look at this. I was just about to say, do you think Zachary King's got enough fuel to make it? Because he stayed out on that last caution. Wow.
What a chain of events.
Oh, my gosh. Look at all those cars smoking on pit road.
That's been the script of this race so far.
Oh, no, he brought up the script. We'll read the script off. What does it say is going to happen?
Well, we're going to restart on a green-white checkered. Hatfield is going to get a jump. Zachary King is going to do some Houdini stuff and end up setting himself up for a run. There's going to be a massive wreck coming across the front stretch just out of turn number 4. And Chucky Allen is going to win the race.
Chucky Allen's your pick. I'm going to go with, let's see. I think John Shields might do it. But I don't want to sound like a broken record. But how aggressive is Zachary King going to be on this restart, Joe?
I don't think there's going to be a more aggressive start from Zachary King than there is going to be right now.
And the interesting thing is he's lining up next to the 99. There was a little, if I remember right, there was a little contact at the beginning of the race with these two. I believe.
Yeah, there was, and Anthony Hatfield doored Zachary King coming out of turn 2, going down the backstretch. Or was it Christian Barnes that he doored? I think he doored Zachary King, because then King came down in front and left Barnes out to dry. So, yes, I mean, everybody else there's only 8 cars out on the track right now. Everybody else is in the pits.
Right?
So, literally any one of these drivers can win it.
Yeah, Charles Allen said, I'm going to go with my dad, Chucky Allen. Chucky's been good. Chucky has been good. It's got to be a little different now that he's behind over there with Howard Peoples. In what place is that? 8th? No.
Allen's in 6th, and Peoples. Allen's in 5th, and
5th.
So I mean There's only
Where are these other cars at on the track?
Everybody else is in the pits. The Corey Powell is the last one that I think might be able to come out. I do hear somebody else out on the track, but they've got to be a few laps down. Let's see. Powell. He's been in the pits for 4 minutes and 30 seconds, so he's
Jason Thomas. I believe Jason Thomas is out on the track.
Yep, that was him. Yep, he'll be the.
Wow.
I'm surprised he's got any car left.
And the interesting thing is too, Conan's 5 laps down. I'm surprised he didn't get a lap back. Because he didn't pit with the leaders, so I'm surprised he didn't get well, they all didn't come in. Never mind. I'm throwing that out. I was about to say he get a wave around, but he didn't. All the leaders didn't pit.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
Indeed.
Got 7 of the 8 cars that are left out on the track. They've completed 98% of the goal, and that is to survive. The question now is, which one of these guys are going to be the ultimate survivor and come away with the checkered flag? Hatfield has control. We're now green. 2 laps to go on a green-white checkered. Hatfield and King. Monster jump. Lucas Bray.
I was about to say, as you saw right there, Shields backed up to Bray and able to get him up with these guys. Now, I'll tell you what King's wanted to do. He's wanted to push them. When that white flag comes out, Joe, he's wanted to push them completely away from the field and then set him up, try to win this race. John Shields going early.
Lucas Bray better get to the inside of him. No, he's going to go high.
Oh, man, here we go.
It's
I
gonna
don't like how far Anthony Hatfield is, Joe.
It's going to be a drag race to see who wins this race. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? John Shields.
White flag left.
Oh my God, I'm such an idiot.
You're good. You're not an idiot. You're good.
I got so excited. I wanted to hit that camera. Oh.
Oh, look at this Chucky on the apron. He can't advance his position, though. Oh, my gosh, look at the block. Here he comes on the outside. Here comes King down the backstretch.
Tries to come down the block, Lucas Bray. Bray gets into him.
Hold on to it.
Howard Peoples now up there. Oh, big wreck.
No caution. We're racing to the line.
Now we can do it officially. Who's it going to be? Hatfield.
What? Oh, what a race. How about Howard Peoples finishing P2, Joe?
Unbelievable finish.
And just like what we said, Joe, Meatball Motorsports has been dethroned.
So we take a look at your podium finishers. Anthony Hatfield coming away with the win. Howard Peoples, P2. And Zachary King in P3.
Go back to your camera. I want to see that. I want to slow her down just a little bit. Let's see that replay of that finish. Oh my gosh.
Let's see. I'm going to have to fast forward it.
Look at that. Look at the run he got right there. Where did Howard Peoples come from? That's what I want to know. Here it comes. Oh, that's the white.
That says checkered. I clicked on
That's
checkered.
That's your checkered. It's all right. And
Oh, it was supposed to be slow, but it wasn't. See if we can catch the tail end of Hatfield's burnout. As all of them doing a burnout.
Joseph Conan, he survived. He deserves a burnout. Oh my gosh. You know, I fill in a league called the Northwest Truck Series, and they do a high five salute, and that's how they send the race off. The winner, they just come by and just smack the crap out of them.
Trying to get it slow. This should be it. We're just going to
good.
have to let it play out.
Yum. Yum.
But why is Barney waving a white flag when it's a checker? That's what I want to know.
Oh, I know what it is. It's because that was the white flag lap, and when the cars come around, then he'll pull out the checker. Because I noticed that when they were coming to the line.
Come on.
Come on.
There we go. Now he's switching to the checkered.
You got to pull it out of the flag box. Flag stand. There it is. Yeah. Checker flag. But I don't know where Howard. Okay. If I'm Zachary King, I think I'm protesting. Because did you see that?
Yeah, so the iRacing is showing Zachary King is P2, so.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Where is Anthony Hatfield? He's not in the Discord. That's unfortunate. But we are going to go ahead and I am going to bring down Howard Peoples for you. Howard Peoples, this is Front Row Joe and Emmett Crow in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What a finish to that race. Oh, I gotta change this. Sorry. Amazing race, man. You came back from the back of the field a few times up to the front. Almost had a shot to win it there. Walk me through that green white checker finish.
Yeah, unfortunately, I got an EOL for that wreck that happened on the backstretch with me and Corey and someone else. I don't know if I should have got one there, but it sent me back to the back, and I was just trying anything I could to get back to the front, and ended up getting back to third. Just another just short day, man. Just got to get over that line and win one of these races.
Yeah, and Talladega being the monster that it is, it really just comes down to survival, right? As we see on that restart, there was only 7 cars on the lead lap out of the 8 that were left on the track. So it was pretty much just trying to do all you can to get to the front. It was good that you were in the position that you were to try and go for the win there. I'd rather be up towards the front than towards the back. But I have faith that we will see you in victory lane this season of the All-American Racing Network. But Mr. Peoples, before we let you go, is there anybody you want to thank and who helped you get it done tonight?
Yeah, I just want to say a big thanks to Corey and the Ideal family of sponsors. Carolina Wheel Repair, most of all, they help me with everything to be able to race every week. Mertz Esports, MLSR Sim Racing, and Bird Wraps. They put these beautiful paints on the side of our cars every week for us, and we really appreciate them. Other than that, yeah, man, we obviously we stayed at the back all day to be able to fight at the end, and that worked out for us. Everybody just kind of cleaned herself out. So that was the strategy, and that is what I do on most restrictor plates because they seem to be survival of the fittest. So
Yeah, it's just the nature of the beast here at Talladega. But we'll congratulate you again on your 3rd place finish, and we will be looking forward to seeing you next week, sir.
y'all did a great job on the broadcast. So thank y'all.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Emmett, I'm going to bring down Zachary King for you. Zachary King, this is Front Row Joe and Emmett Smith up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's going on, boys?
Man, dude, talk about crazy race. I thought you had this thing won, but what were you thinking on that last lap? What could you have done different to win that race?
I know I was glued to the back bumper of the 18. I was gonna just try to win it at the line, but wasn't enough time. But yeah, just been affiliated with the 18 for a little bit now and helping him with setups and stuff. So nice to see him finally get his first win. So that's always congrats to him. You know, he performed well tonight. He was great job at pushing, great job everything else. So yeah.
So as the championship gets closer, we get closer to the chase. How do y'all move forward as y'all pursue that championship?
Yeah, it's just well, with the EOLs being gone, we're able to go full tilt, go full speed, and just try to keep stacking wins, keep stacking points. You got a good points finish today. I know Romano didn't show up, and Romano already uses provisional, and so did Barnes, but Barnes finished I think 10th or something. So we're able to gain some points on them, which is good. So we'll be able to get to that top 2. Just gotta keep stacking wins and be there when it matters, and be there at the end.
All right, how do you feel about next week as we head to Nashville Fairgrounds?
Yeah, short tracks. Feel like I've shown my stuff with the short track, so hopefully that continues over here in the O'Reilly series. Just it's all about just getting to the work, into the shop, and build the setup best we can, and just be there when it matters.
All right, before we let you go, thank your sponsors.
Yeah, shout out as always to MX Wraps, Gilbert's Fleet Commercial, Ideal Pest LLC. Hate the run for Corey today. He had a good run going, just got taken out at the end. But yeah, shout out to Jed Blossoms Designs, Advanced Work Vans, mom, dad, family back watching. Yeah, just wasn't able to get it done today, but still happy with the P2, still head high. So yeah, again, shout out to everybody back at the Meatball Motorsports shop. They give me fast race cards every week to come out here and perform, and wasn't able to get the W today, but that's okay. We'll be back next week at Nashville to try and get back on the top step, and that's all it's going to take.
All right, we'll see you next week in Nashville.
Thank you, Emmett. Thank you, Joe. Have a good night, boys.
Good night. Joe?
All right. We are going to bring down your race winner Anthony
How you doing,
Hatfield.
bud?
How's it going, man?
How you doing, bud?
Man, you've got your first win here at the All American Racing Network. How's it feel?
I love it. It's actually my first win in iRacing altogether, so I'm just living it up right now.
Cloud 9, man. What walk me through that green white checker, man. That was that was pretty
Wow.
insane.
What a finish. I got a little help from Zach King. I tried to stay up at front, and man, what a finish. What a race altogether, from start to finish,
Yeah, you
was a
were
great race.
battling up front the majority of the race. You were going back and forth with King, with Barnes, with Peoples, with Shields, with Allen.
Yeah, I caught an early black flag, so I had to serve that, and it put me a lap down. I was fortunate to get the lucky dog and get back in the race. But yeah, what a race, dude. I'm on cloud 9.
Yeah, I know that feeling of getting your first win on iRacing, and for you to be able to do it here at Talladega, which is not an easy track to get a win, man. That I can imagine how you're feeling, buddy. So
Loving it.
congratulations, man. Like, seriously.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Are you taking Zachary to his parade?
I might give him a ride to the parade. That's hilarious, dude.
So
I might give him a ride. Yep.
What you need to do is you need to go online and search for custom diecast, and you need to have your car made into a diecast for your first win. That would be pretty sick.
Wow, that is a great idea. I'll check it out for sure. That's a great idea.
Yeah, put it in a case, put it on the wall, and put your certificate next to it, and soak it all in, man. This is a great feeling, and I'm so happy for you to get your first win.
I love it. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys do a great job.
Thank you so much. So, Mr. Hatfield, before we let you go, who do you want to thank and who helped you get it done tonight, buddy?
Oh, well, I got to thank my teammates first, Joseph Essenberg, Garrett Essenberg, and Joe Conan. And I got to thank Zach King. He gave me a lot of help in this race, gave me a big push at the end. And I'd like to just thank everybody, really. I'm just happy, loving it.
Awesome. Well, Mr. Hatfield, we'll let you go back and get with your teammates and celebrate your win, and we'll see you next week at Nashville Fairgrounds.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Amazing job, you guys. Amazing job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yep. See ya.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a look at your official race results here. Anthony Hatfield is going to be your race winner. Zachary King finishing second. Howard Peoples in third. John Shields in fourth. Chucky W. Allen in fifth. Jason Thomas in sixth. Lucas Bray in seventh. Joseph Conan eighth. Corey Powell ninth. And as I now learned, Garrett Essenberg rounding out your top 10. Your pole sitter tonight was Ryan Testa, unfortunately finishing 15th. Your fastest lap was Anthony Hatfield, according to this screen, but it does not show the time. I don't know why. Zachary King's got your most laps led with 27. And Chucky Allen, your hard charger, gaining 12 positions throughout the course of this race. We had 6 cautions for 18 laps, 17 different green flag lead changes with 11 different leaders. And we've gone a total of 79 out of 75 laps with that green-white checkered. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that'll conclude our broadcast for this evening. We'll be back here again next Monday night. I believe the date is going to be June 7th, as we are back here, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the All-American Racing Network. Be week number 10 at Nashville Fairgrounds. So with all that being said, God bless, and we wish everybody have a great night.